welcome to my review recap of Married at First Sight, season 16, episode 18. My name's Deborah. I'm going to be doing individual recaps, and at the end of this video, you can catch the links to all the different videos above my head and click on the individual links for each individual couple. And now we're moving on to Gina and Clint. And like I said, I did my Nicole and Chris video, and I was like, I think Nicole is becoming one of my least liked people. Be sure to watch that video. And I said she in a close running with Gina. I don't like Gina either. Oh, Gina. What is wrong with Gina? What is wrong with Gina? Why is Gina still over here doubling down on calling him bizarre? Bizarre. Why can't she change the word? Why does she insist on using negative words to describe Clint all the time? All the time. Why did she do it? Did y'all see when they were at this little horseback riding exercise or date, and Clint went up to the lady, and Clint grabbed the lady's hand and pretended like he was going to kiss her hand, but he kissed her hand. Did y'all see Gina roll her eyes? Did you see her roll her eyes? So once again, this is another one of those moments where I bet Gina is saying she has secondhand embarrassment. She has secondhand embarrassment because she thinks doing that type of stuff is bizarre. Bizarre because she would never do it. Bizarre because she wouldn't think of it. Bizarre because she doesn't like it. I don't know, but I don't actually believe that the word she should be using is bizarre. It's not. It's such a negative word to use. Bizarre is like strange, like you're strange, like something's wrong with you, like you're strange. Why would she use that choice of word? Does she not know what the word means? No, she intentionally likes to put people down. Clint is over here wondering, why would Gina go out her way to put me down with the experts and say that to me? And I'm telling you, Clint, it's because she's jealous of you. Just like when she saw Jasmine at the bar getting all that attention from the other man, Gina could barely keep her neck straight. She was so busy looking over there at Jasmine, wondering what's going over there, because she's probably thinking, oh, why is Jasmine getting all the attention and why I'm not getting it? And then she couldn't rush home from that little episode to tell Clint they was dropping numbers. They weren't dropping numbers on you. They weren't dropping numbers on Gina. We finally got a little more insight to this whole Mac thing. So I guess the whole Mac story is that he was dropping down in her DMs supposedly because she was good friends with another person or whatever. Sleazy old Mac. He's sleazy. He's sleazy. I told y'all from the very beginning Mac was a liar and he wasn't to be trusted. I said that from the very beginning, that I didn't trust Mac because he was a liar. Okay, he still is a liar and he still is sleazy. He has bad character. I said that from the very beginning, that he was a liar and he had bad character. I know people didn't like when I said it, but I'm telling you right now, it's a sleazy move that when you know Gina's still married to Clint and they're still going through the process, for you to be dropping down in the comments for whatever reason, and for you then to be sitting over here with Eris talking about, I would talk to Gina, I would get with Gina, I would do this with Gina, You see you saw when Mac was over there saying all the women are good looking. Did you see the way Eris was looking at him? Eris talking about he don't really care nothing about Jasmine or trying to sometimes pretend. But did you see the way Eris looked at Mac when Mac says, I think all the women are good looking? I think Eris looked at him and said, man, you better not try that BS over here with me and my wife, because even if I may not really want my wife or may not say yes to my wife, what you talking about with the other wives is foul. That is one thing I could at least say about Eris, that I saw the look on his face when he heard what Mac was saying. And then he chose not to tell Clint about it. He chose not to tell Clint about anything that he heard, because I believe there's more to that dropping down in the DMs than what Max said. I don't believe it was a one-time thing. I don't believe it was just over supposedly some celebrity that Gina's friends with and follows. Ugh. So what are you now, Mac, a clout chaser? Ugh. None of it makes him look good. None of it. He's either a clout chaser, he's running up behind another man's wife, or he's a liar. All bad character, all of it. It's going to be interesting to see. This must get back to Clint. Maybe this is why Clint goes on and kisses Dom. I don't know. Or maybe Clint is kissing Dom after decision day. I don't know what's going on. Maybe this is happening after decision day where Clint is actually kissing Dom. Because I know Clint ain't saying yes to Gina. Clint ain't saying this. There ain't no way in heck Clint's going to say yes to Gina. Absolutely not. He barely want to talk to her now. He barely even wanted to go on this horseback riding date. Clint don't want to be around Gina no more at all. Who would? I wouldn't. So Gina over here talking about Clint didn't take a dominant role. Gina's over here talking about, what was she saying? Oh, I don't want to give you a complex. So she tells the man he's bizarre, but then says, I don't want to give you a complex. He calls the man a ginger, and I'm not attracted to ginger people, but it's not like I'm really putting you down. What's wrong with Gina? What is really, really wrong with her? Something wrong. Something is wrong with her because she obviously doesn't see herself and she doesn't see how she comes off. Not one bit, not at all. Gina over here rushing home to tell Clint that, yeah, we was up in the club and all the men were throwing numbers. They weren't throwing none at her. She over here trying to make a Clint think she's all being desired by men, talking about, yeah, they was throwing numbers. They don't want to throw none at her. None. Because if they were, they would have showed it. They was throwing the numbers over there at Jasmine. That's who they was throwing the numbers at. Kirsten shut them down. But they was over there throwing the numbers at Jasmine. And Gina comes home trying to make Clint jealous, talking about they was throwing numbers. At who? Not you, girl. Not you. Wasn't nobody throwing no number at you. Gina has gone beyond not being interested in Clint. It's one thing not to be interested in a person. It's one thing to like feel like, hey, we're not a match. We don't want to be together. But Gina is going above and beyond than just not want to be with Clint. She's actually at this point trying to do things to put Clint down and make him feel worse than whatever else. She talked about he's bizarre. She's bizarre. Her behavior is just bizarre. It really is bizarre. I don't understand what is the purpose of her doing what she's doing beyond jealousy. I don't understand. What's the purpose of her doing what she does beyond jealousy? Anyway, that's it, y'all. Be sure to watch my other videos, and I will talk to you later. Bye.